It's kind of funny because we ended up the previous draft saying, you know, the two heroes that are going to be the key heroes of the draft are the Pango and the Timber,
Right.
and they're getting the deserved respect here in this draft.
Yeah, we're pretty good at this
Yeah,
whole analysis, dare I say.
There's a little bit confirmation there coming out from the pros playing the game here. It's nice. We got the Lina, made it through in the second ban phase. I mean, Lina didn't win the previous game, but it was still good.
Lena's always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they're not going back for the Night Stalker, especially if they're gonna do this whole armlet thing.
Ooh,
Skywrath.
this is interesting.
They did that before, right?
So this hero, I mean, once in a while we do see mid Skywrath. You know, I'm not going to say like that's the case here, but if he's a support, he's like a complete lane dominator too.
Yeah.
I think with the Chen, I'm more geared towards a 4 position.
Yeah, we saw crit on the Skywrath mage in the group stage.
And you can get away with this because you have a Kunkka. You know, the Kunkka as like a core with really spammable, reliable catch and stun. You know, if that's like a damage type hero,
right, yeah.
you know, then like where's your disable
Exactly.
and lockdown coming from your, 2, 4, 5 probably. You guys mentioned Ramses has played a little Kunkka for them, right?
He
Yes.
did.
But I think it's better on Abed
For sure.
generally.
But at the same time, I would like to see more crowd control follow-up because, like you mentioned, with going for a Skywrath, a very damage-dealing oriented support, you're going to need some crowd control. The Tiny, if they want to go back for it, they can give it to Abed and give Ramses the Kunkka, as it has not been banned by IG, who end up picking an Axe for themselves.
So Axe really good together with the Lich potentially gives them like a nice setup hero. They have Burst to go with him because, you know, Lina, not only is she a great laner, not only does she scale really well, not only is she excellent AoE, she also has great Burst on a low cooldown, which acts
What's
as a
not
call,
to
so
love?
yeah, so it's a good combo.
The only thing is, I feel a Skywrath has no issues dealing with an Axe whatsoever.
Definitely not.
But then X gets a blade mail and you're sad.
Sure,
Then
but
you're assuming you get to farm this.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
I would be surprised if this Axe is going to have a very convenient laning phase because I think Crit is just going to follow his ass around all day long, spamming
How
stuff out.
does mid Axe do against Kunkka?
Man, you're breaking new ground here.
I don't know. We just saw the emo Night Stalker mid,
We
which
did.
is really not an emo go-to.
That's a fair point.
As far as I'm concerned, anyway. So
We had JT playing Axe in the group stages once
okay,
as well.
I would assume it's JT.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Just
you
trying to
never,
get
Do love a
you
bit of
never
theory
know.
crafting.
I mean, with the same heroes being good, you know, in terms of no patch, you gotta get creative in terms of where you're gonna put them.
True.
And that's what we saw. That we saw IG try it with the emo stalker, but
So Arteezy hero emerges. That'll be the life stealer. They pick it into the Axe, so they are not concerned about, you know, oh, we need to be able to
So
have
they
rage
are
TP.
They are expecting that mid Kunkka, but I still feel like they could, you know, go Ramses,
yeah.
Kunkka potentially, and then get something else like, because they don't have a good combo with the lifestealer right now, right? Like, who's your vehicle gonna be?
True.
Could be like a Legion off lane that's still available. It's not an amazing Legion game though, as far as the lane goes.
Compared to previous game in terms of team fight, there's a lot less on both sides. They could go for like they played tied before. If you think you're gonna get a lot of gold, you can get a blink dagger. You can use that as a vehicle, but
If they ban out Templar Assassin, I don't think Kunkka has any issues versus Templar Assassin, so maybe it is offlane Ramses
Yeah.
Kunkka.
I mean, Storm is the old EG classic. You know, if this was like Sumail on the team, I'd just be saying it's Storm for sure, and an offlane Kunkka. But you know, with Abed, it's harder to predict, which I think is in a way kind of a draft advantage for EG now with their new lineup, that they're a little less. You know, as you mentioned, there's a lot of overlap, Neil, so it's like it's hard to know who's gonna go where.
okay.
It is mid Kunkka. They go for the Centaur here. So that's your really, you know, reliable setup burst.
Yeah. You
Three
got your team
strength
fight,
heroes.
you got your disables.
Already banned Timbersaw though.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
We're
what
good.
it's like,
We're good.
Let's double check
The other
bans
thing
here,
is
guys.
the Undying, which has somehow fallen off in today.
Yeah,
Where's
today.
Undying been
Just
at?
literally today.
Literally
Well,
today.
it was mostly Insania playing it and
Liquid.
Fada playing it,
Yeah,
right?
so
Just
they're done for today.
yeah.
And now none of these players or teams want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the Lina could always just be the mid, you know, so, like, they have that flexibility if they wanted to grab an Undying here. So what are the go-to emo heroes? We've seen the Invoker, which he went Quas Exhort, I think, and like had like set some records on Quas Exhort Invoker. Could work with Axe, but there you go.
Okay.
I do think you made a good point though about this Axe. Like, is he gonna be able to have a good time in the lanes versus Skywrath? I'm not sure.
No. And I was about to like shut down the Invoker thing because I was like, they already have a Lifestealer. You know, like it's sure Quas Exort has more potential than like the Cold Snap Spirit Vessel type builds that we're seeing more typically from mid Invokers. But come team fight, I don't know how Invoker is going to be able to keep anyone still because you have to deal with Stampede, getting X all the time, inherent spell immunity from the Lifestealer, and a silence from Crit. The Arcane Seal is... he has no one better to silence. He's just going to target Emo every single time.
It is a really good disengage versus the Centaur. So I think that's a big thing that you mentioned to highlight here. But I also wouldn't be surprised to see Quas Exhort Invoker just because, you know, that's kind of like... that's the more stylish way to play the hero.
Sure.
And Emo is all about
Emo's
style.
stylish.
I am very happy with the 4-5s in this series, by the way. It's all super active. We saw CMs and Coddles, and I know Coddle's been doing real well, but it's still not the most exciting hero to watch.
Sure.
But Skywraths and Linas, that's where it's at.
Pangos.
Pangos.
Yeah, we got some
exactly.
squishy glass cannon heroes in this
do.
game.
So
this is going to be action-packed.
two heroes to focus on each team. Go.
I'm going to go for the same roles that I did last time. Skywrath for Crit
And the
and
Axe for JT. Yes.
My eyes are on this Emo Invoker. You know, he's flashy.
All right.
Worried about JT, and on the EG side, let's see what Abed can do on his Kunkka.
Well,
Can he make
let's
some plays?
indeed see. Over to Gran and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Sheever. And yes, we have game number 2, EG versus IG. And IG, they looked good at the beginning of last game, and all of a sudden team fights happened. They crumbled. Are they going to have that same problem this game, Fogged? Or do you like the kind of switching up? You still have the Gyro and Lina, but now you got an Axe Invoker.
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued by this Invoker last pick because they like Tsunami was mentioning. You know, they picked it last pick into some traditional heroes that are pretty good versus it, and also they picked in a lane that Kunkka used to be like the counter pick actually versus Invoker. Sure, it's changed now because of the Tidebringer thing, so it's a bit different. But oh, this is a cool little thing they're doing here.
Yeah, they got him to retaliate. Usually you see it middle, right? And actually Radiant went middle to defend it, and Ramsey's like, all right, see you bottom.
And he eats the one tangle, but he's got a Headdress, and they already have their Divine Favor skill, so look at that HP regen. He is
7.1 at level 1.
Yeah, he's already back up to full pretty much after doing that.
That's what a lot of people talk about Chen. The fact that hero doesn't like inherently do anything, but he just makes anyone in his lane stronger because he's just sitting there with 5 HP regen for anyone.
This hero is so insane. Even at TI, I was talking about Chen, so I was just like, this hero is so broken, like so busted. He does so much for your team, and they're bringing 3 down bottom to secure this rune, and they will be able to push it off since it is a Chen. So Chen in the laning phase, like you said, he's just a walking heal.
He's
pretty
a walking
much.
healing ward, a real shitty healing ward.
Yeah, he's a walking healing ward, and he gives a couple like right clicks and stuff like that. And that's
well, and it's a 3-for-1 rune though for IG. Arteezy only gets one of the ones top, and even takes a decent chunk of damage. Forced to use some tangos.
yeah. Let's see how well he does in this top lane, because I still think like Lina versus these safe lane carries, when you're melee, you're screwed. You're just, even if you're ranged actually, like it doesn't matter. I think Lina 4 is just like one of the best harassers in the game.
All it takes,
For
right?
good
One
reason.
stun, and then you get like 4 or 5 right clicks, and that's half your life.
Yeah, look, you just get hit. They're gonna have the extra sustain though. Chen is gonna be the one that moves up. So Arteezy, even every time he hits with Feast, a little bit extra percentage of heal on top of that Headdress and Tango regen.
So then the other lane is bottom. It's Gyro Lich gonna go up against this Centaur as well as Skywrath. Who's favored in this? Is it that burst heavy Dire side, or is it more of the Lich plus flat cannon plus rocket barrage?
I personally like the Centaur Skywrath. I think you have a lot of kill threat. I think Skywrath is just for me at least, a better threatening hero than Lich, unless Lich has the combo hero, like the Jug, pretty much.
Yeah, you just run at them. Yeah, this one feels a little bit different.
Yeah, the Jug and the Void are actually like the 2 better ones for Lich and me, because like you get the extra hits on Void, you get a chance of bash. Sure, Gyro, you get to get your spells off, but yeah.
Oh man.
Crit's already putting a lot of work into him. All he does have a stick.
Well, pop it, and the healing self. Crit only has 1 tango left. Obviously, probably throws some Qs and maybe goes suicides at tier 2.
Yeah, two more nukes and then runs away.
Top. He might just be dead. He's going to get stunned. It does break the trees, but it won't matter. Right clicks a flying, and Lena scoops it up. You talked about her. I mean,
Fiery Soul, man.
It's scary.
Yeah, you get Fiery Soul too, and you're insane. And whoa, there.
Holy chases down Crit. He doesn't get the suicide off. He just gets run down by a Lich.
I guess
just been 1v1ing.
he just got missiled, then they couldn't get the missile off and just got hit. A little bit too much.
And look at that, a lot like last game, a 1,000 gold lead already for the Radiant side. But EG's draft doesn't feel as greedy as it did last game, so
yeah,
like you don't have that, oh, we got late game easy. This game, it feels like you do need to play a little more mid-game oriented.
Definitely.
We'll see, though. Mill, Abed versus Emo. What are we looking at? 9-4 versus 7-2. Abed doing a pretty good job here. Obviously, a full creep wave coming to Emo's tower.
Yeah, Abed should win this matchup, but I'm just curious to see how Emo does to like even it out, because now he's gotten the Bassi, and he's going for that QE build as he's actually getting X'd up inside of the creep wave.
Oh, nice.
The cold snap.
Yeah. Nice play there. Just stops the combo. Who knows? You might have gone down there, and whoa, Abed.
Abed?
Gotta be a little bit careful here. Yeah, that is level 2 X-Sword. He does do damage. Are you glad to see X-Sword back? I know when you used to play Invoker way back, it was the X-Sword style. Top, though. Fly goes down. Kaka just turns it around. Even with no HP, isn't scared.
I mean, the Exort build's always been my favorite. Back when I was playing mid, you didn't even get Exort. Oh, you didn't even get Invictus. Is he gonna get the kill? Oh.
This is a crumble and a half from EG right now. IG has gotten a kill now in every single lane. And Fly, they will end up getting this Lena up top.
With his Fool Assassin. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually persuasion the Fool.
Get it with the extra 2 poison damage. Probably 1 after reduction.
But look how tanky it is.
A beast. And he's going to run it at the axe, I guess.
Yeah, they're still putting a lot of pressure on Tarteezy, and he's got 14 last hits at least for himself, but the axe is the big one. JT, we see he's already got the 20, so that was the big one to watch out for him if he's able to get a good start, and he is getting a great start. As Fly, stun doesn't connect. Nice little sidestep.
It was. That very well could have just been a kill. But now, JT, he's even pausing while he's beating Arteezy's ass.
What?
Wait, phone.
What? Is he trolling or something?
I hope so. Like, Mr. President's giving him a call.
I love no chat wheels.
Damn. See, there we go. I figured who's going to do it. Seems like Abed's been spamming all game pretty much. So, I mean, it's less than 1,000 gold lead, but it is still an IG favor. I mean, do they just... They're pretty happy with these lanes, right? Just statically laning. They don't really have to move anyone around.
No, keep it the same for sure. Your Gyro is going to suffer a bit because he's versus Centaur, as we talked about in the last game. The reason it was banned out versus Gyro a lot of the times is because I think all the pros have said it now. Is just Centaur's base damage and your animation in lane versus Gyro. You just own Gyro super hard. And we're seeing that, though, play out. But, yeah, mid, I think, is that's spectacular. Nemo able to get a solo kill. That's something you don't really see too often versus a Kunkka.
Yep, and oh, they're both going for that top rune right now. Emo versus Abed.
Oh,
and he gets it right before.
He cold snapped late, right? I think he like thought he had the kill on it.
And he did now. He will take a little bit of damage here. Obviously, it's Kunkka, so not the best right clicks if you're not cleaving. Still, not terrible.
Jeez, Arteezy.
He's
getting
struggling.
pressured super hard here. Oh, a nice creep, though, picked up for Fly. He does have that Harpy Storm crafter.
Look at the damage. Yeah, he has to try to bring it down. He might just get killed. You got to be careful. Nice stun. Lena going to try to turn it. Will kill the creep, but Fly, get a right click. Axe running over. Fly, you might be a little out of position. Is it enough? It is. Wow. Fly, I mean, a good play by him, but maybe a bad play as well. He does get the call here, though. Fly needs one more spin. JT doesn't even get it. Throws the Battle Hunger. I believe he just healed through this. Maybe not. Fly gets the kill on crit bottom, though.
He does have enough regen, yep. It's really close, though.
Oh, the runes. Ramsey steals it from Oli bottom, and now he's going to run for his. Will he get brought down? No man on the ledge.
He had Mango. They didn't actually want to chase forward. There's a bit, yeah, he had boots. Lich, no boots.
A 3-for-1 rune exchange will be IG on the losing end of that trade.
God, that always feels so bad as, like, these 4 positions. When you're playing versus Chen and you're like, I got his creep. Yeah. 30 gold. What the hell? He's got, like, nothing for killing the creep.
Harder to kill than a Helmet of Dominator. Gives you absolutely nothing. I can't believe that solo kill. You know, Fly's like, holy shit, I didn't expect that either. All right.
That reach.
Yeah.
That's definitely big.
We will see Lena rotating back on top. A 1v1 right now, which I'm sure Axe is fine with, but Lena needs to lane somewhere. So they will shrine up on Abed as well as Fly. You have the boat now. Do you think Abed should start moving around now then, or is he okay sitting middle? Maybe TP when someone gets dove?
I think TP, yeah. Just TP when someone gets dove. He goes for the turret, doesn't get the stack. Went for the timing.
Damn. And that 6-minute rune will be bottom. We saw Emo. He walked up there, didn't see it top lane. They were thinking about diving up there, but Arteezy, he's like, nope, I'm gone.
He's just going to get brought back there from the Chen, so they do at least have that Divine Favor to bring him. He brings the Buckler as well for Fly, so Fly getting a decent amount of money because he got that kill.
Oh, and here we go. Won't get stunned up there, actually. A little bit mistimed, and they're going to be okay. Arteezy does take a lot of damage. Look at right click. Oh, they might just be able to dive. Will that stun hit? It does. This is going to be a kill. He has the stick. Emo actually goes down middle, but Arteezy, one more right click. There it is.
Yeah, and they can transition this into a tower. A nice rotation, though, by Crit in the meantime in that mid lane, setting up for Abed.
Yeah, they needed that one because I'm sure Arteezy's telling him, yo, this is not going well for me. I hope other people are doing good somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's not like he's a hero like a Void where you can just rotate and you have Chronosphere and you can set up for kills and anything. You're a life stealer who's underfarmed and you don't have the best methods of recovery. That is for sure.
Abed.
Mid.
I don't think you. Oh, the Sunstrike, but he dodges that.
He knows.
I still don't know if you want to be in here. Isn't he just going to get stunned? He's still just getting right-clicked. He will try to dodge the creeps, but Abed dodges away. Torrent won't hit. Would have been a kill if it did, and oof.
Dude, can you imagine how much experience Kaka would get? He'd like instantly become level 6 as Alina there if he gets the kill. Super close.
Man, you wanted that. Another call up top. Arteezy just getting straight up bullied. JT getting close to level 7. You get that level 4 spin. Lifesteal can't do anything.
Yeah, he's trying so hard to like just delay the inevitability of this tower dying on Arteezy. That's why you see him just constantly keeping coming up here. He doesn't want to. He doesn't really have a home to go anywhere else at the moment, so just really trying to delay this push a bit.
Doing okay for now. Is less than 1,000 gold lead for IG. It has been switching back and forth. Very, very even game right now.
Yep.
And bottom there, maybe submerging a crit. Yeah, he's getting over the TV. Yep, instantly gets Sinister gazed in and will just go down. Crit does a lot of damage to the Lich, but it won't matter.
I like the value point in Sinister Gaze. It got buffed quite a bit.
It did.
So it does feel pretty strong now.
1.6 at level 1 is pretty damn nice. You don't realize how long it actually is. And uh-oh, another rotation. Stun will end up hitting. There's the Sunstrike. Hits as well. Does absorb with some of the creeps, but they should be able to bring him down. They do. Flat Cannon plus Lena. Ends up getting it. Nice rotation there.
Mid lane. Emo. Throws out a Meteor. Looks like it was maybe a bit more of a just farming Meteor.
Just clear the wave out.
Yep.
And both middles do that. Obviously, you got the Meteor on one side, you got the level 4 Tidebringer on the other. These creep waves won't live for long.
I'm wondering what build he goes on Emo, because I think the game that I saw him play the Invoker the other day, he actually put I think 2 or 3 points in the Wex early so that he can make moves around the map. Unlike most players, which you go like 3-1-7 almost exclusively when you're doing the Exor build. He actually varied it up a bit. I know at TI we saw the mix builds where you do like hybrid builds, but
we'll see if he wants to start rotating around. Obviously going for that Midas still, has the Gloves of Haste. And well, Arteezy has kept that tower alive top. They do have pretty nice one ward from Radiant that scouted all this movement. It's seen Crit and Fly up here.
His farm's not, I mean, Arteezy's farm isn't bad either. For 2 deaths, only being, he's 700, 800 gold behind the Gyro, but he's only like 300 behind the Invoker. So it's like, it's not that bad.
Oh, Ramsey's bottom. He's going to go down here. Sunstrike will scoop it up. Invoker just getting more and more EXP. Going to be level 9 shortly. Almost a full level above the Kunkka.
Always, well, not always, but almost always. Please give the Invokers the kills with the Sunstrikes. He used the mana.
Almost always.
Almost always. I mean, no, sometimes you just can't, but. Yeah. Oh, Emo. He just meteored a dead camp that he just farmed. I guess he didn't realize it hadn't respawned yet, but.
You know.
Expensive. Expensive.
Yeah, those guys like, yeah, he has to fly out that clarity and kind of low on mana in top lane. 10-minute runes are about to be something crazy. The rune will get picked up by JT, but he might just be in trouble. Wants to get the call off. He does. Gets pulled back into the boat. A lot of magic damage. That's going to be the kill. Will they look for more? The Lena's trying to run. Has a Torrent in 4. No axe. And it looks like they will just get away, but 1 for 0. JT did end up getting the rune, so it wasn't, you know, the worst death possible. But it does open the map up a little for EG. You see Arteezy, he's actually far and behind a tier 1 on the enemy side now instead of getting dove by an axe.
Yeah, and he's got his Gloves of Haste queued up. Or picked up already, too.
Middle.
Mid, crit, couple right clicks. Yeah.
Has a lot of damage coming out. Uh-oh, there's going to be Laguna Blade. There's going to be a Frost Shield as well. This should be a kill on Abed. He's just cold snapped up. In comes Fly, but you don't really do anything. You're level 5. He's not even 6 yet.
Fly?
1 creep away. He might go down as well. There's the ice while he's right-clicking Emo, but it won't be enough. That's a 3 for 0 triple kill for the Invoker. Holy smokes.
Wow, he missed his Meteor completely too, but it didn't matter. They had enough damage with the Alacrity and the Cold Snap that they bring down. Bit too aggressive by EG, just being stepped up, not expecting that stun from Kaka. And that's like the Midas pretty much done. He's like 200 gold away from it now.
Yeah, you see the power. We don't see many. I mean, we've been seeing more and more X-Sword Invokers again, but just your right-click damage. He like 3-shotted crit with that Cold Snap.
Yeah.
Finally, JT might bring this tower down. Arteezy continuing to just pull the creeps off the tower. Oh, instantly takes off the Battle Hunger. And okay.
Turn. There's
Rage into
rotations
open wounds.
though.
Yeah,
IG's
there's
here.
a level 6. It's going to be pretty much full damage, but no. Chainfrost's playing a nice stun from the Lina. There's going to be a heal
Oh, and the
coming
Sunstrike.
out. Is it enough to kill JT? It's not. Crit's just getting a run down as well. This is going to be a 2 for 0.
Oh, IG with a great, I mean, that was such a sick move. They were already rotating up there, expecting rotations from EG. Get themselves a tower, get themselves extra kills too, and they get Emo a Sunstrike kill on top, so he gets the experience for not even being there.
Yep. And he's level 10.5 now, and yeah, it just feels like a lot different than last game. We're out of the laning phase. IG, they kind of just got run over in 5v5 this time. A little more skirmishy engagement. Will he
fight.
get him? Does get the stun off. Here comes Abed. Yeah, and just like Fly's Gyro last game, he's just going to be dead. He seems to be kind of the sacrificial lamb in most of these games, and he's your carry hero, which is a little bit strange, but it's working this game.
Yep, it's working pretty well. They gave Arteezy the last hit, really important to try to get him close to that Midas, but this is going to be quite a comeback here for EG to try to take the fight now here. They have a Lifestealer who's doing the Midas build, which you assume has to go for like that Radiance kind of style like that, so they're going to be slowed down a lot. You're going to have to depend pretty much exclusively on Abed to just run around with Ramses making space.
And whoa, TP in Oli, he's going to see it. There's going to be a boat already coming in. Emo in a little bit of trouble. Boat will hit. There's a raindrop. There's going to be Laguna Blade on Ramses. They just run forward. They want to get this Invoker, and they will. Double Edge secures it. And it looked like they were set up pretty well on IG. They destroyed all the trees behind the tier 1, but Abed just runs from the front and X's him.
Yeah, he missed the Tornado to try to cancel the X pullback. He was really close to him actually getting that. How much gold bounty was it? 701 gold for Ramses. Holy moly.
That's he just picked up a full hood with that.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty nice for them there. That's exactly what EG needed.
That's great. That one kill was like 1.5 that because it was a 2K lead. Now it's less than 1,000.
Yeah.
Bounties, my friend. And so it looks like 15-minute runes are in a minute and a half. That might be where we see the next fight. Both teams have been fighting at the 5-10-minute runes, so I expect the same at 15.
Yeah. IG's putting a lot of tension on mid. They have a ward behind the tower as well, but EG, they're doing the same. They're just making sure they respond, don't let them lose that. Make sure they don't lose their mid tower too early on, so Arteezy can keep farming the jungle.
Yeah, you can see how important EG thinks towers are. As you said, top lane Lifestealer. He kind of suicide to even save the tower once middle. They commit 4 heroes. They do save it, but it does mean that this JT, almost like the carry of this team at this point. He's level 11, Blink Dagger in 1,000, has a hood.
Level 11.
Yeah, almost 12. And whoa, JT, he's going to run to crit. There's going to be the silence. Do they have enough? There's going to be the stun. Do you throw the nuke on crit? Not quite yet. There's going to be the X-Torrent, and they're just going to bring him down. Not even going to use the ulti from crit. And you're the one who's at it. If Abed's moving around getting kills, Arteezy's somewhere else just farming.
I like the way they did that too. It's like they showed the Kunk in the mid lane. He backed up, and then they divine favored him up there. So it's a very unexpected gank that you will never know that's going to be coming. So they can keep doing those type of movements. It's pretty efficient for Arteezy.
Ooh, bottom lane. They actually want to get this kill on Flyfly. Here comes the boat. It will hit. Frost Shield's there, but the nukes from crit with the magic damage, they're going to get the kill, and they want more. They should be able to find this Lich. He's running over to the other rune, but it's not spawning for 15 seconds, and you're definitely not living that long.
Oof, Abed's owning these movements.
Dude, yeah, as you brought up, it's not even just him, it's that Chen, right? The fact you have this first pick hero, and it's not just that regen in lane. The fact you can get the lane matchups you want, and that gank, like, you just don't expect it, as you say.
Yep.
Top, though. Looked like there might have been a fight, but JT just gets hit with some mud golem boulders.
And that's 3 bounties again for EG, and Arteezy has just been quietly just taking all this space for himself.
Past the axe.
Yeah.
He is past the axe in net worth now.
Past the gyro as well.
Yeah. Very strange. So this is feeling very similar to last game where IG had a clear, like, laning phase win, but then you have these kind of weird engagements with Abed just taking over the game.
Yeah. Emo's looking like he wants to try to match the
Use your
pace a bit here.
Midas.
He's going for the Yule Scepter to be aggressive and counter, like, just to react to the X. Yule's always one of the best items versus Kunkka to be able to mess up the combos. So I mean, he looks like he's trying to match the aggression of Abed if he does go for that Yule's build.
Okay, now the Lina does have level 10. This is a little bit different of the Lina, though. No Aetherland Shadow Blade first. What do you think? He just wants to get that stun on Lifestealer out of Invis? Or why do you go for this?
That's the only thing that I could see, yeah.
Very different. I mean, Aetherlunge is good with that cast range talent.
Yeah, even last game. I mean, last game he went Yules. He didn't go Aether Lens either, I believe.
Oh, man. I just realized Fly has 3 of the real good matches this one. He's got the Hellbears. 3 of the big Hellbears. Very hard to kill. And yeah, all of a sudden this lean on Lich are like, uh-oh, we don't really do damage anymore.
Same, even with like the Gyro. Gyro is mostly magical damage early on in the game. Sure, flat cannon's there, but it's not really that threatening.
The drums BKB build, right? You don't do that much physical damage.
Yeah, I mean, the auras on EG, if they get into a fight, it's going to be problematic for IG. They've got Pipe, they've got Mech, they've got pretty much everything they need on top of these Coursers or the Hellbear buff. Yeah. So, yeah, this does seem like it's going to be a little tough for IG in these next few moments if they do take a head-on collision into EG.
Oh, and they do scan out Fly. It is red. They are smoked up, but who are they going to find? Maybe JT. I mean, that's a pretty big kill. You got to be careful. It's hard to kill him, and there is a tier 2 there. And yeah, Axe gets Blink. Lina gets Shadow Blade. Feels like you want to make movements if you're IG now. We'll see, though. Lifestealer just using Infest now off cooldown to farm.
I'm so curious on this Shadow Blade, because they prioritized giving him a lot of farm for this one.
I mean, he still has the mana boots. That's why I thought it was like, oh, Aether Lens, but no, just mana boots.
But look at this. Look at bottom. He's setting up the stun, but Arteezy's actually gets the Rage off.
That's Radiant Center. What I don't know. Is he just going to get this kill? He does have another stun up. He's going to use it. Will stun on the backside, and Lina should be able to get away, but Arteezy, he's going to keep chasing. Rage up in 4. Kaga will have another stun here. It does break the trees when you do that.
Oh, they use the Stampede too. Ramsey's trying to make sure that
Arteezy
gets on top, and now he's gone. That was
odd by both.
Right? Like, how did Arteezy Rage like
out of the thing? Yeah, because
did he get body blocked for a second or something, and he got spooked?
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Oh, middle lane, though. There's going to be a jump in. There are 3 creeps. Here comes the boat, though. The damage mitigation will be there. Rocket is going to hit.
He's fine.
Teams, they're just going to get out. None the wiser, and Centaur almost has a Vanguard now as well. Whoa, what is happening in this bottom lane?
Wait, I mean, he's definitely going to tip Kaka for that one.
I didn't catch it. I have, what okay.
Did he just try to stun him again? He raged and just ran at him, I guess?
It's very odd because there's no sentries bottom from the Dire, just a normal ward.
I mean, they like prioritized giving Kaka Shadow Blade. And
you're not killing this Lifestealer either way, right? You need a +1.
With Sunstrike, though, right? I think he's thinking with like the Sunstrike, he can Shadow Blade set up for these kills, but
I mean, you just fed away gold instead.
I mean, Arteezy's got a Relic now, done.
Oh, middle lane again. There's going to be a Sunstrike. Should be an easy kill, but he gets the mech off. Still going to go down. Oh, the creeps. He wants him at least one of the Hellbears, but he can't chase him.
Oh.
Too scared to run up that hill. They do get one. EG now less than 1,000 gold up. Fly will get that haste.
Smoke right on top of a ward. IG.
You got to, if you're EG, looks like they might set up to fight. No, looks like they just want to kind of get back. They do know it's happening. JT?
The Shrine's up in 10 seconds. They're pinging it right now. Arteezy's probably telling them, yo, 10 seconds Shrine, fight around this area.
Oh, and Ramsey just scouts them all out. He doesn't have the Blink Dagger, but he's just like, hello.
He's a pipe with 4 cloak auras on him, so yeah. He ain't afraid with that 62%. 72, sorry.
72%. Yikes. Have fun. As we said, Lina Lich, if all these creeps and he's there, you really don't do much.
Get themselves that quick D-ward immediately, too, as they read the movements. And yeah, Arteezy's got the Relic. He pretty much has the Radiance done.
That's
after that laning start.
So now that you do have this Lina Shadow Blade, like we saw tried to stock the Lifesteal, doesn't look like that's worked.
Mid, X.
So they get it. It's gonna be JT. He is very tanky, but a lot of damage just being output. Right click after right click. That'll be enough. Who gets it? It's Abed. Bounty runes will be 2 for 2 though. This really feels super reminiscent to last game.
It does.
It actually does. Just EG is winning these really weird small engagements, and they let Arteezy farm.
Yeah, and Kaka's not playing like he's just kind of jungling a bit here as the Lina while his team pushes out the side lanes. And
that should be your job with the Shadow Blade, almost feels like.
Yeah, it doesn't I mean, he was trying to obviously catch people off guard with that Shadow Blade Sunstreak blade, but now it's figured out, and can't imagine that EG gets caught off guard by it.
I bet this Kunkka level 15 now has a double damage. We see that Spear Vessel charges almost a full BKB now, and you said he had to be the one to make plays for EG, and he was, and that's why they have this. It is a small lead, but we do have a full smoke coming up, and it might be a 5v5 fight middle.
And it feels like they're so strong because of all these auras, mech, pipe, everything on the ready.
Smoke in the smoke. Nice BKB pop. They're just gonna run away. Yeah, EG, they're gonna get out. I don't think you re-engage, and okay. So a Stampede for a call down, honestly not terrible for either team.
No,
but a BKB charge.
You forced the BKB charge. And you identify Gyro just bought a BKB because they saw him a few minutes ago without having that. So, and they're actually going against
smoke
the instant.
Because you know now he can't BKB if you get on top of him.
And they definitely are feeling their power peak just with all these auras, with everything they've got, with the Radiance finished.
They have to kind of know something's up if they looked at the creeps middle, because they had all the auras. Obviously, it's kind of weird. You're not clicking on creeps usually, and they're going to initiate. It will just be the Lich, and once again, I'm sure the 5 is like, okay, at least it was me. I died, whatever.
He's losing all their wards, though. That's, I think, the 3rd or 4th, maybe Obs ward that has been taken out. There is no vision on the map for IG at the moment. They're playing super blind.
And okay, middle lane all of a sudden. Ahmed and JT are going into it. There's going to be a boat. It's going into the base. He's actually going for Emo. Pops up that Yules, though. Laguna Blade on the backside on the Chen. Doesn't do that much. They do get the call down. Emo is just dead. It is the Lina trying to unload on Crit, but there's a full heal from Fly. They get another on Kaka, and yeah, Crit will go down, but Fly, he's dead as well. Can they kill JT? Or will they just hit this time? They're like, JT, see you later.
It's like the Timber Saw again. Just let him do his thing.
It really is.
They just dove forward. Arteezy was still infested that whole time. I think Emo maybe got caught off guard by it there for a moment. Pops out, gets Emo, and then Fly's like, oh my god, they're diving me as well at the tier 4. And now it just turns into this push.
This is, I mean, the only real big difference between this game and last game, I felt like Arteezy was going to have less of an impact, right? Because it's Lifestealer compared to Void, but they played it very similarly, and
they're just going to get what looks like a Rax here.
Are they getting the full set, though? It looks like Abed's like, yo, can we aim the melee? What's going on?
He wanted the melee.
See you later.
I love when you see teams like that. You see 4 people hitting one, and the other guy's just like, yeah, whatever, man.
I don't care.
But yeah, it's really starting to look just so hard. IG in the full fights, they can get these like side lane pickoffs with the Shadow Blade Lina, with the Sunstrikes, with the Axe and all that. They've had a little bit of trouble of doing so, but in the 5v5 fights, there's just too much to stay in. Pipe, Mech, I believe it's not a Crimson Guard actually for Ramses because he went for that blink, but yeah, they're getting just so much picked up at this point.
It is. So, I mean, what do you want to see? Who needs to step it up? Is this Lina just got to find pickoffs? It feels like this Lina Axe need to, like, work together at this point.
I feel like JT's had a blink dagger for quite a while, and I haven't seen a blink call. Yeah. They're not getting the initiation that I think that they would like, just probably because of all the auras. He's probably just spooked to go in at this point.
Well, Abed, he is going to get rocketed, and there is an Axe. They're actually going to drum forward. There is going to be a Torrent. Will it hit anyone? It does not. Sunstrike's going to hit. They're doing a lot of magic games. They're throwing it all out, but he pops his BKB. He does get taunted. Nice play by JT. They needed that one. And, oh, you might think, are they going for Crit or the creeps? Looks like they want to go for Crit. Throws out some nukes, but now they're just going to run away. EG should be able to make it up. That rocket is stalking Crit. They will at least get this Skywrath, it seems. There's the blink forward. Goes for the call. Doesn't even want to use it. They will bring Crit down. Shrine used, but EG, they have to back up. There we go. They get a huge kill on that Kunkka. Now you gotta get map control of this, right? I don't know where you get wards down, but you need to.
Just any type of, the deeper the better. Yeah. If you can get your lanes pushed out, that's always the way that it is. Just get a little bit deeper wards so you can watch the movements before they even set up. Try to catch a smoke move. That was the ideal one though. I think if JT can actually just get Abed before he gets the boat off, then maybe they can actually have a chance in the fights. But if not, there's just way too much mitigation. Rum plus all those auras that we mentioned is just too much.
And the Dire actually scans Roche, but little do they know it's just the Lich walking through the river. We'll go green at the end, so we'll see if they think Roche is being taken.
They're kind of setting up around it. It looks like they do think so. Fly.
Yeah, they're just. I love Ramses running in. They're just running straight to top lane right now. Beelining that way.
Yep. Emo is very close to his Aghanims. We see, of course, I believe our wonderful Obs did point out that he did skip that 10 talent and went for the 15 for the double forge. As you can skip your level 10 talents, everyone, remember that?
There was one they did, I believe it was Emo did it again last game too. Yeah. Someone did, yeah. Just a lot of the level 10 talents are just trash.
Yeah, on some heroes they're not the best. You'd rather have your skills leveled up for sure.
I mean, I remember, what was the old Centaur one? It was 10 evasion and 10 something else, right?
Yeah.
At least the movement speed's a little bit better now. He had some real booty ones.
Yep.
They're just going to take this tier 1 tower top, though. And another D ward by Fly. You talked about it. It feels like
They've
they
gotten
do get
every
wards
ward
down, but it's just, I mean, look at this map, to be fair. There's really not any wards down. It's all sentry wards.
Yep.
And one Radiant ward.
Ramses set up bottom with Arteezy. But they see it. They see the Radiance burn.
Yep. Didn't turn it off. So they will bag it up as well. They knew EG had 3 heroes top. They didn't want to be too crazy. Arcane Rune will spawn bottom, and ooh, the Invoker's beelining straight there.
Emo's.
That's a nice rune.
Especially since his Midas is up.
Oh.
If he gets it, then use the Midas. Grant,
I'm
don't look.
stressing out. I'm sorry.
Don't look, Grant.
This is actually the most stressed out I've been.
There you go.
He used the Midas, but he could have Arcane Rune Midas.
If he knew it was there.
He did.
But he's actually pushing forward here, revealing himself, and smoke. They have boots of travel on the Invoker on Emo, so he can join if he wants to.
And they did scan. They scanned Roche as well, but it wasn't a Roche take. Oh, he actually jumps out. They want to bring down this shrine first.
JT.
You gotta be careful. That's a nice 2-man call. They pop the shrine. Free. Will they be able to get the sledge? No. He gets healed up by Flyper. Now there's gonna be another one. He's getting feared in. Can he do anything? No.
Oh my
Arteezy
God.
goes down. Fly get a chase forward for more, and you may be tanking on this Centaur as well as all this Lich, but if you don't have the numbers, you're just going to die. He does miss the Lina stun, but it won't matter. They're throwing everything out. They might be able to clear out all these
The
creeps.
Ice Wall clips
Abed as
Abed.
well. He's just going to go down. What a fight from IG.
What? Oh my God.
Oh, the creeps.
They identified that fight so well with that Obs ward. I think Arteezy, did he rage while hitting the shrine before
Yeah.
they jumped him?
He
So
definitely
he had
didn't have
he had no magic immunity. They just blew absolutely everything on him. That was really well executed by IG, and JT with the perfect call on the Centaur and that Lifestealer.
And we said he needs to be the one making the plays, and he makes it happen there. And they will get a free Roche. Fly. He actually, are you surprised he took it over the Invoker? I guess he is about to have an ag in him, so it's a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, he is the true carry at the end of the day. He can play his whole life and then come back to life BKB, while for the Invoker, he could just buy back and come back in or something like that.
And well, Emo has that level 20 Cataclysm, a ton of damage in team fights now.
Yeah, and that is not mitigated. That is the important thing. Is like, sure, they've got all these cloak auras, they've got this pipe, they've got everything. If you get, sure, Rum mitigates it. That's the one thing. Rum does mitigate it, but if he gets an axe call in the backlines or something before a fight starts and a Cataclysm goes down, that target's probably gonna just die immediately. Unless it's like Ramses maybe, because Ramses is like 2600. But even Arteezy, a double Cataclysm, 2 of those Sunstrikes hitting him, you're probably dead.
And now we gotta see, what does EG want to do? Because it felt like they were very almost overconfident trying to take that shrine. As you said, using the rage.
They used the rage.
For it, and now I think they're a little bit more scared. We'll get the denied top on that tier 2.
Yeah, I definitely think you have to be feeling a bit scared after that one. Like, Abed is starting to fall a little bit behind in the farm.
Yeah.
And this Gyrocopter is starting to ramp back up quite fast after that one fight.
Yeah, and he just got his eggs, so his farm a lot easier there as well. There's a lot of heroes here. We're going to have a Gyro, Lina, and Axe. If they see anyone on the map, you can bet they're jumping.
Full BKB now on the Axe, too.
It's scary. He is an absolute Oh, Abed.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
Oh,
whoop,
whoa. Whoop, whoop. BKB, he will still hit the call, goes through it. There's the cannon, but he actually pulls him out of it on accident. Yeah, there's the Frost Shield, goes in biz. They're going to pop the shrine. There's going to be an H.O.S. pulls him into it. It looks like they just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
EG running. Emo's actually looking. There's going to be a jump forward, but JT won't get him.
EG respecting the fact of them using their Stampede, not having their Rum up as well yet, or not having their boat up for a moment. Giving IG a little bit of respect as they chase forward.
Yeah, and Emo, he was just stalking Lifestealer bottom the whole time, so it was kind of a 4v4. Now they're just going to move in for a tier 2 tower, and it looks pretty free.
They're setting up with the Infest. There's no Stampede available.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
His Midas is up as well on Arteezy, by the way, inside of the Centaur. Just wanted to point that out to you, Grant.
I know. Where are they going to go with it? Please, let him out. Let him off this wild ride. Let him use his... I'm sure he's stressing out as much as me right now, knowing Arteezy.
The bounty runes are coming up.
Yeah. Looks like they just want to fight for him, but so does Radiant. And then you have a BKB Aegis on his chart, almost level 18. There's going to be the blink call. It does whip. JT picks up the rune. Abed does dodge the stun out. They're dodging a lot of abilities on EG here. Rocket will dunk him on the head. BKB used. There will be a Sinister Gaze. Centaur, he's just getting kited around. There's still an Arteezy inside him. There's going to be a torrent, hits onto the gyro. Wave instantly bring down that Aegis. Boat comes in, the mitigation's there. Chain Frost bouncing, but a lot of magic resist creeps there. Abed is BKB'd up. They get the X. You don't have a BKB on this gyro right now, but they do kind of miss the combos. A lot of burst damage. Will they get him? Fly goes down. Nice combo for
Meteor.
Evo. It's enough. Lifesteal's gonna have to run. They do get the heal off from the Chen. JT running back towards Arteezy. Jules into the air to save him. Just trying to right-click down this Lich. They have the detection. They get him. Now do they go for JT? Radiance burn, stopping him from being able to blink away. Right click after right click. I think JT might be dead. No, BKB into a TP. Ramses gets Evo elsewhere.
bottom.
Holy smokes, that honestly a really good fight for EG. It looked just good, but that kill right there,
Yeah.
Evo just goes down.
How did
Oh my god, 1,100 gold, by the way, for that
Yeah.
kill.
Wait, what? Oh my god, 1,100 gold.
Just for Ramses, who's already pretty damn rich.
Oh my god, they all got so much. Look at how much they got for Kaka gave 600 to
600.
Ramses as well. Holy moly.
Welcome.
All right. A very nice position team fight there as JT, the first initiating jump. I think most of his calls didn't catch. They missed a big combo of their spells. And Arteezy, very patient with himself, not jumping out of the Centaur for quite a long time, and they just actually able to set up pretty nicely in the fight.
God, the Chen versus Lich matchup's so funny now, because it does give extra targets to bounce to, but they all
do
just
zero.
take 50% less. Yeah, I mean, it feels like this Lich, you throw Frost Shield, your ult doesn't even matter
Yeah,
anymore.
it's like Frost Shield, and then the Sinister Gaze was
Maybe,
pretty
yeah.
big. Yeah, the Gaze was pretty nice on the, I think on Abed or on Arteezy was in the river.
Yeah, they almost managed to get Abed and Arteezy. If they had a little more damage, you kill both those two, it's a completely different team fight.
Yeah.
It is still a lead though for IG, about 1,000 gold up. But it feels pretty damn even right now. Maybe that second Roche is really where the game might open up.
I like looking at where the fight was taken in the last few moments too. Is just look at the area of sentries. How everything was literally the whole area was blanketed. I think that's like all their sentries available.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And now it's a little bit weird because you're not really playing around bottom. You're heading up top.
Yeah. It's the bounty smokes. It's what ends up happening when teams just start smoking for the bounties when lanes are pushed accordingly.
Okay, big item for the Invoker. Now gets the BKB.
That's
Now
gonna be
it's
nice.
a lot harder to kill this hero. Arteezy definitely doesn't want to try to focus. Really, no one wants to focus this hero now, so he should have a pretty free next couple team fights, I feel.
Yeah, in the last situation, I think he got like silenced as he was trying to go for the kill on Arteezy. So this is going to help a lot versus just overall control. That will be disrupting him quite a bit. And we saw in the last fight, like Arteezy did 9,000 damage, and I can imagine a lot of that was just the Radiance
Yeah,
burn.
just burning everyone around him. He does go for the BKB. We've seen a lot of lifestealers now do that.
Yeah,
we
Hector,
saw
right?
yesterday. He did it. Yeah, it was a little different, right? Because they had a coddle, so he pretty much just had 20 seconds of spell immunity every 21 seconds.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean, for the most part, you should be able to like rage, BKB, and then you get your rage off again afterwards.
Whoa, here we go. Blinks in. There's a lot of creeps
Ooh.
there, so he's going to get some
Cataclysm.
spins. Can they just get the kill? No, Arteezy, he heals up the full. They do kill every
Oh, that's
single
done.
Chen creep, and what a play by the Lina. Is it enough to get him? JT can't get the call up. He does pop BKB, but the Shrine's there. They'll pop it.
Ooh,
And a
this is the call.
BKB used. All of a sudden, IG, they got to get the hell out of here. All the BKBs are going down. Ollie, I like it. Just suicide into him. Don't let him chase. And yeah, that is a man overboard. Ollie just runs in, dies, and whew. That looked, I thought Arteezy once again was going to go down, but that Chen uphill mech plus heal, then the Shrine.
It was still super like the Cataclysm.
Real
You see how
close.
much damage it does end up doing. I don't think both of the. I couldn't tell if both Sunstrikes actually hit him. I think only one ended up
It
clipping
looked
him.
like it, yeah, because I
But-
thought it would do way more.
Yeah, me too. But the Chen heal plus that Hand of God, when he's next to him, that Divine Favor really coming into play.
I will say, Fly, he's kind of sad now. He had all those creeps for so long. Now he's got a Purge creep, a Satyr, and an Ogre. But, oh, bottom. Emo. I like this play. Just go over that tier 2. You know no one's going to get back in time.
Yep.
A fair trade.
He's got super mobility. This is the crazy mobility build. When you have the Yules and the bots, you can always just do your own plays around the map as an Invoker quite easily.
468 move speed with maxed out Wex.
Yeah.
So what do you want to see? I mean, who do you think's in the lead right now? It says the gold leads IG, but it's less than 1,000. Is it feeling like that? Or is it feeling still just whoever gets the initiation still maybe on JT?
It's so much up to the initiation, yeah. I feel like I'd favor EG slightly in this one at the moment, but at the same time too, is like FlyFi has a lot of growth. as a gyrocopter because he has the Aghanims. He's going to be getting that MKB soon too, so he will get a lot stronger on the gyrocopter if he's able to. If he survives in some of these fights and gets some kills.
And his BKB, it is getting low. 35 minutes in, only one more use before you're at 5 seconds. And versus, I think the biggest thing, versus that Kunkka, right? If you just get X'd once after BKB, you're probably just dead.
Yeah.
We'll see. Dyer trying to get out of this Radiant Triangle. They're looking at mid. There's a posturing.
Man, Fly's been all about just the D wards. Look at this. A gem picked up, gives it to Ramses. They take out the last Ops ward that IG did have on the map again.
The
for
MKB
like
picked up. Whoa, Kanka's there as well. Abed, he doesn't get the X. He pops it as Willie get it now. JT goes for the call. He gets it up. He didn't pop his BKB. It does a decent amount of damage, but Abed does stay alive. Can they get the dunk? He's still stunned. They do. It's going to be a 2-for-1. Both supports going down on IG. Instant buyback from the Lina. There's going to be an ulti. Emo just pops his BKB. They get an easy kill in the Skywrath. And yeah, this BKB'd up Invoker is putting in so much work. Down comes the Meteor. Doesn't do that much damage, unfortunately. And they're going to try to chase for JT. Pops his own BKB. X won't be able to pull him back. Okay.
All right.
Quite the fight there. A Skywrath goes down. A Lich and a Lina go down.
But Abed does go
Abed
down.
goes down
That's the
and
big one.
buys back.
Yeah. They got Abed before he's able to get anything. That's the way. I think that's the only way that IG can win the fights. If they just don't allow him to get the rum off.
And look at that. Misses the X at the first. Honestly, the fight could have been different there. He goes for it, gets called. They do get the Lifestealer, gets his rage off luckily, but Abed, look, he's stunned that entire time and just goes down. Obviously in the backside, everyone's just getting melted on the side of IG besides them. But back into the middle lane right now. They're going to be able to kill Lina, actually.
Lina acts as well. JT gets torrented up.
And he could be in trouble himself. JT just open wounds, wants to get out, but the Radiant stopping the blink. They get it. There's going to be the Chain Frost. Not that much magic that time. And they're just going to run away. There's going to be a Glimmer Cape used. Lich will make it. BKB pop by Fly. Emo just right-clicking. Does he have a BKB? He has to use it. And man, all of a sudden, it's only 1,000 gold lead for EG, but they're just outside your base and you can't really do anything.
The sustain is still definitely an issue. Like the last fight, they ended up like just being able to kill Abed because he didn't get the rum off. He gets the rum off, he survives 100%. I'm seeing Arteezy just healing so much. We saw this a lot at TI. The Lifestealer plus Chen, just how much you heal. You throw an open wounds on somebody, you get like 2 hits on them with Divine
you were the
Favor,
one testing.
and
What
they just
about,
full heal.
are we going to see the heart? I know you were bringing that up at TI. The heart plus that.
A lot of teams were doing it at TI. I think
not now.
No, I don't think. I think Bastion and Abyssal just has way more benefits in this game when he's versus these BKB cores, the Invoker, the Gyrocopter. All he really needs to do is just stick on them. He doesn't need more sustain. Like the heart is just like it's kind of a meme thing, but you do heal an absurd amount every time you attack.
Well, there's going to be the Aegis scooped up. Who ends up taking the cheese will be the Kunkka. And as you said, the Kunkka has fallen very far behind now. Once he had that AC, has just had a casual plate mill for a while, but you're still feeling okay for EG. You're up 2,000 gold right now, and this Lina, we still haven't seen that much out of her. This Shadow Blade early really didn't pay off that much.
No, it definitely did not. I mean, I think he was just trying to get these like early quick kills, and when it didn't work, that was it. Like,
yeah, they're looking for Ramses. He's taking a lot of damage. Yeah, it's forced by the Stampede. Emo does do a lot of right click with that Alacrity.
Especially when he has Forge Spirits. Ramses not having the most armor, so yeah, those minus armor ticks of the Forge Spirits, he does start to hit pretty hard. So no Stampede now for EG in the next upcoming. And I think even though they have Aegis and Cheese, I think Abed's a little afraid. Because if he does go down, it's just, you could be in a really tough spot in the next fight.
Yep, and the Gyro, we talked about this feels like the late game hero and getting up there. Has the MKB, has the Morbid Mass, probably Satanic next, I assume.
Yeah.
And if you get to that level 25, obviously the homing missile charge is pretty good to just lock people down.
Yeah, I love that taunt. It's like, I've seen people also do the global cooldown with the cooldown cooldown. Like, that's very specific, very game specific. This other one is always the preferred.
Okay, whoa, middle. They see the Infest used. Lifestealer is level 25. We assume he's taking the Rage duration, right?
I would much hope so, because the other talent is quite bad. I think even if it was like, I don't know. Like,
wouldn't be that good?
I don't know. It's like barely better than an actual ability point.
Yeah.
For a level 25 talent, it's very underwhelming.
They will just get a tier 2 bottom. 4K lead now for EG. It is 24-24. They're smoking up. They left one of the Centaur Corsairs. I wonder if it'll get spotted ever, but not really any wards down. IG, they're moving to the other side of the map, not smoked up.
Oh, they might actually see. They have this ward up here on the high ground. They're they're going to see this one Centaur Courser. They're making, what the
I want to
hell
see
is
if they
that
ping
doing
it. I
there?
really want to see. No pings yet.
The one Centaur Courser walking through the ward.
Oh, do they have any detection? The Lina just scoops it up. He's going to pop Rage. There it is. Open wounds used, runs over. This should be a quick kill on the Lina. It is. Will they look for more? They do, but Axe gets the TP out barely. Ooh. And it just feels like, yeah, all it takes is Abed getting 1x on somebody, or this Axe even just getting another jump on Abed. Both teams have a chance to just get that first kill quick.
Yep. EG still trying to benefit the most from this Aegis. They still have about 2 minutes on it.
He has a full Abyssal Blade, by the way, in his stash. So when that chicken gets back, which will be a while,
Yeah, they use
they're going to look. They're going to just try to kill off the creeps here. Emo's already used his BKB. You got to be careful because it is going to just be a fly kill. Now they're going to turn it. He did get dusted up. He moves so damn quick. So does Crit, though, because, well, he's hasted. Purges it off, and Emo should be able to make it out. Nice play by him.
Yep. And he goes for the Radial Deafening Blast as well to protect his team as that talent gets chosen up. The other one,
Nice to spam it.
whatever. Yeah, it's
They're both pretty good.
yeah. I think this one's just better overall for the team, just to be able to push people off of targets, push people off of the gyrocopter in particular, so he doesn't just get focused down.
And I do feel like EG, they should pressure more, because IG, I feel, with that gyros we talked about, and I mean, just having an Axe BKB blink is always going to get a catch. Do you think maybe they should be playing quicker, or are you okay with EG kind of slowing it down?
I think they would want to, but I think they're just afraid because of the thing that happened with Abed. He died and had to buy back. Even though he has cheese, it just puts you at a little bit of a point where you're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Being too over-aggressive could just cost you the game.
Well,
But it is definitely scary, as this gyrocopter, like you said, he's getting very big, he's hitting critical mass, and it's a gyrocopter who has a steroid. He does have an alacrity that's going to be thrown on him a lot of times inside the fights.
and that's the whole, really, that's all you need. That's a lot of extra damage in an AoE, and
Yeah.
400 or so away from that Satanic middle lane.
Drops the full combo.
Whoa, they know there is a BKB up. He just pops it. Abed, he's going to run away. So that is the 7-second BKB by Invoker. They are getting
Ooh.
very low. Whoa.
Ooh.
Is he going to get it?
Emo.
They do. He might just go down and, oh no, I hate to say it, but classic Emo playing way too aggressively.
Oh man, he went for the solo kill onto Abed, but I guess he's just trying to bait the BKB usage, but then he stays very aggressive and
Crit's
just gets
just
caught.
there, yeah.
Crit's just there and gets the perfect, I mean, that's like a solo kill for Crit almost.
And yeah, he has to buy back, but they know there's no BKB, so Arteezy's probably not that scared. Has the Abyssal Blade as well. There will be an EMP Tornado plus Ice Wall. The EMP actually misses the Centaur, though.
15 seconds till Aegis is gone.
Chain Frost does fly out. It only bounces twice, so there's a nice call, but they might just bring down the Axe instead. Ramses gets the stomp on Gyro. He has to stay standing. He might
He's
just
getting
get stunned.
comboed.
He's dead. He doesn't get up anything Satanic or BKB. There is going to be a Meteor. It's going on Abed. Arteezy inside of him. Do they just go for this melee? He's faking it out.
He just got chain stunned to death. He couldn't get the Satanic off. He didn't have protection from any of his teammates.
And it's pretty crazy because the Satanic gives you status for this. And the
Yeah.
fact that you just got chain stunned is credit to EG, I suppose.
Yeah, he was alacrity too when he ran in and was dealing all that damage with his flak, but yeah, he just gets chain stunned up from that torn. He's still dead for 55.
I will say, even though that fight's bad, the Axe did a good job. He found illusion runes. He
Ooh.
pushed in top and middle lane with his illusions.
Yeah, now Emo, I mean,
He's
Invoker
pounded in.
pushes really
Yeah.
fast with the alacrity. You have to respond to that. They can though. They can respond since they can always bring people back with their Chen.
Welcome to the Chen game now.
Yep, and they even have X too if they wanted to even just double down. They can X people and then bring them back.
Oh, I did realize. Okay, so Sendar was 25 top lane. I don't know if you can get him. He obviously does have that Stampede up. Yule's going to use. There's an Ice Wall. They're losing their base. Yeah, maybe we should go to the 4v4 fight bottom, but Ramses is getting right clicks. That's about it.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep him up there as long as possible, not let him get recalled down from the Divine Favorite down. But now he will be able to bring the Centaur. And they are, yep, they're sieging.
There will be the glyph. That split shot from the tower clears out most of the creep wave, but it looks like they will be able to get this tier 3 and even maybe the range racks before backdoor, because middle lane, the creeps are there. And Ramses, he's just getting nuked. He does not care. You said he was missing some armor. He picks up that Shiva, so a lot harder now.
Yeah.
Stun's going out, though. He is a little bit out of position. They might be able to get the Centaur. They're pulling him in. Nice. Foreign's going to hit one. There's JT. He jumps in. He wants to find Arteezy. BKB. Satanic
Emo.
pop by Gyro. Emo's already dead. He already bought back. JT's just going to get right clicks. He has a buyback. He's going to have to use it. They get the Atro sub. Gyro He does get glimmered, but just getting right-click. That's a bash by Arteezy. Do they have one more? There's going to be the hoof stuff. They get 2. There are no buybacks. We might see the G's getting dropped here.
And there it is.
There
GG.
it is. And, well, both these games kind of went very similarly. Well, you're watching these first 10 minutes, and you're like, IG's kind of outclassing EG in this laning phase.
Yep.
And then, like, the 15-minute mark comes, and Abed. I mean, I don't know throughout the whole game, but for EG, those first 20 minutes, Abed, he did what he had to do.
Yeah, he was completely on point. I think like Kaka tried to do something like sneaky here with that Shadow Blade play.
Yeah.
It didn't work, and he ended up actually giving like
Got
a pretty
solo
big
kills.
kill to Arteezy to get him caught back. So quite a lot of mistakes from IG, but EG overall, they played a really sound game, a really sound series. The way that they just like grouped together, even though they knew that they were like a bit behind, they were just like, okay, we're fine. Play this farm game and just prioritize how they want to set up their ganks. The way they set up the ganks with Abed and Ramses, and even Fly recalling them, was on point.
Yeah, it was. And so what can we see out of EG and IG now? Obviously, a lot of people's like, EG hasn't really been tested that much by some of the tougher teams. IG, the minor winner. I mean, what are we thinking about both these teams? Is EG, are they a tier 1? Is IG also, and this is just a very close matchup? Or
I think EG overall, they play a more like a safer kind of style, like especially what I saw. Sure, can be a little greedy. IG, I feel like, is just a wild card. Emo is just insane.
You never
man.
know.
Dude, he's just crazy. Like him diving with the Night Stalker, trying to kill like a dominated creep at one point in the game. This one, he's going for solo kills or maybe just forcing BKBs, but playing super aggressive when he knows that Kunka's there with a BKB. And yeah, he did some very just crazy kind of
very
things.
emo-esque things, as we saw. Yep, that will be the end of series number 2. 2 pretty quick 2-0s to start today off. We are going to go see what does this amazingly great panel have to say about this game.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of things to say about this game because that was a crazy game and it was a fun game. I like these style of games because it's just fights, but then you can also tell how much pressure there is on the team to get the right fight for them, which sometimes means you get a BKB, Stampy right out of there, because it wasn't exactly the way you wanted to do. I love this, actually. This is a great game. Tsunami, LD, where do you guys want to start with breaking this one down?
Emo tried so hard and
got
so far,
but
but in the end, doesn't
even
even matter.
IG is never boring.
No,
If they're winning,
not.
they're being crazy. If they're losing, they're being crazy. If it's a close game, they're being crazy. Like that fight at the end where like he BKBs mid, like
Runs
after
into
the
the
Kunkka
river.
BKBs and X's him, then runs down the river. Like
Yeah.
he could have easily just backed away mid, but I mean, and
What-
even
but
after that, he's going top to like.
Yeah.
You know,
Split
try and
push.
stop the Centaur TP and split push.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Emo is just like he's trying to get that last drop of advantage out of every moment.
Yeah.
But then he's giving up like really big opportunities to the other teams.
Yeah, because the
sometimes.
moment that you just mentioned him in the river ultimately cost him the game because
Yes.
it cost him his buyback, and
Yeah.
that's rough.
But I mean, in fairness, I think like there was a lot of other things that
Mm.
went wrong for IG there in
They
the
were on
early
a
to mid
precipice
game.
for quite a while. I think the only thing keeping them in the game was JT. I was looking towards the Axe and the Skywrath. The Skywrath ended up not being as much of a factor as I thought it would be. There were a few moments where he was able to crit, as Skywrath was able to kill off the Gyrocopter during some initiations. But once the BKBs came out, then Skywrath was like, I'm just going to sit back. But JT was consistently on point. I remember that 2-hero call near their shrine whenever Arteezy activated the Rage to kill the
Yes.
shrine and had no expectation of initiation. That was a moment where I thought, oh, wow, IG might actually securely take this game. But it takes more than an Axe to win a game.
Yeah, before that moment, it looked like that was the moment where I went from being in the talent room
Yeah.
to walking
Oh,
over
the
and thinking,
game-
game's
Game's about
almost
wrapping
over.
up. Yeah.
And then IG go for the smoke and they execute perfectly. They find the outnumber,
Mhm.
of course, and then they make a somewhat of a comeback.
Oh, man, we got
Ooh,
fancy
look at
scoreboards
this,
now.
fancy
This is
scoreboard.
Warcraft 3-ass looking thing.
I was gonna say this is like old school
Yeah.
scoreboard. Love
Some
it.
nice particle effects. as well.
Oh.
Okay, now what is yellow? What is orange? Tell us.
I don't know, but it looks cool.
I would guess GPM. Oh no, maybe like hero damage. No,
Hero
damage
damage,
and
building
tower
damage.
no. Each column is something else because like 9.1k is the first
Well,
column.
some of it's gray too.
What?
It's like there's a gray part.
Oh,
and
there
then
is
like
yeah.
a great part.
Is that the
oh,
amount of time you
averages maybe?
spent dead? No, I don't know.
Well, I'm fascinated. Whatever.
This-
it is. I'm telling you, Arteezy's got some great bars. it's a quality data, but I mean he did play a strong game.
Yeah.
I was surprised. We were both surprised to see the armlet pickup.
Yeah, the armlet pickup on the Lifestealer, but with the Chen, it actually worked pretty well. I did think there was a point that game where it's like, oh, you really would like to have a
Just
basher on
bash.
Lifestealer, like Invoker's got a BKB now, but
He got it eventually.
He did.
He
got
did get
pretty
it
quick
eventually.
after the BKB.
I think this was one of those very classic, like, you could just see who the veteran team is.
Yeah.
You know, like, IG just a few too many times, like, getting caught out, like, smoking under the ward earlier in the game.
Yeah.
You know, overly aggressive plays from Emo. Obviously Kaka is a very experienced player, but he was
that's
kind
what
of
I'm talking
pressing.
about.
You know, it's like their team environment is very push it to the limit as individual players. EG just felt more like a team.
And
75% there as well for the MVP.
75. Oh wait, how do you know that's MVP?
It says MVP at the top.
Yeah.
No, what's the 75%?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought that's a nice high
Oh.
number to mention. 75% kill participation
Maybe.
for a Lifestealer? Probably
I
not,
could see that
actually.
happening.
That's
Good
very
guess.
high for a Lifestealer.
But
The production team agrees. They're like,
yeah. She's on to something.
I mean, I don't
That
know if they
Cheever,
speak Mandarin.
she knows her stats.
I think the experience also was shown more than just team play, but Fly was dewarding everything on the map. He was keeping IG blind constantly. Kaka went for this Shadowblade build, did not really pan out. I like the idea for it, and then we never really got to see how Arteezy raged out of the first LSA out of Invis, and then somehow Kaka re-engaged.
Kaka went back in. Like,
Yeah.
That's the only possible way he could have died.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a misclick or just cockiness. I think
Well-
Sunstrike had already
Sorry.
cockiness.
Gentlemen, it is time
Oh, we
to
got interview?
hear from the winners themselves.
I can a lot of offlane hero actually. Yeah, how you change your role so fast?
It's not hard, but I play a lot of game okay, and I know what offlaners do. Like, it's simple.
所以我问他说，他已经玩了很多3号位的英雄，像狼人啊、谜团呐、然后包括军团，然后他是怎么样这么快速的转换自己的位置？然后他说，他觉得劣势路不是很难啦，然后他有一些之前的经验，所以觉得他知道在对线的时候应该做些什么。所以我想问他一下，有没有觉得之前玩 carry， 现在玩劣势路，因为他会对线 carry 嘛，有没有觉得之前的这些经验会帮助他 ？So you were a carry player before. Do you think that experience help you when you play offlane?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit helped me. Like, if you're a good player, you can play in your role anyway. It's just I like to be offlaner.
他就是说，如果你是一个好的选手，你可以玩所有的位置。然后他比较喜欢玩猎术，他还是觉得很好玩的。So the last question is, do you like your new team so far?
Yeah, I like it. I like my new team. It's a new life for me.
那我问他现在喜不喜欢1G 这个新战队，然后他说他很喜欢，他觉得对他来说是一个新的生活，全新的开始吧。那我们也希望1G 能够在后面的比赛当中给我们带来更精彩的比赛。OK，thank you，thank you。
谢谢。
那我们稍微休息一下，等一下来看后面的比赛。
It's important that he likes his new teammates, but what I got from that interview, it's a new life for him, which is a big thing. I know you're laughing at other things, but it's
No.
but it's
New
a
lives.
it's a new life for him because he moved continents.
Yeah.
And he's only ever played in CIS teams. This is a massively big step for him.
And he's young. Too.
And he's super
True.
young, yeah.
These are formative years. My
Yeah.
man lost his Head and Shoulder sponsorship because he was looking
And he
frazzled
chose,
after
and he
that
chose
one.
to spend his formative years with Artur.
Yeah.
No, he's grown up a lot.
So,
Yeah.
it worked for
Maybe,
Sumail, right?
maybe he's a good mentor. You know,
Maybe.
if anything.
I mean, at one point,
He's a wise old veteran.
yeah, I mean,
at this
that used to be Arteezy, not necessarily changing regions so much. Well, I guess for his stint in Secret, was he living abroad?
I'm not sure if he's living there. I
Okay.
mean, I'm sure he spent more time there for boot camps and stuff at some
Yeah.
point.
But
But-
the nomadic Dota youth lifestyle is one that,
What is home
yeah,
anyway?
what does it mean?
Well, we talked earlier about how Ramses, we know how he was MVP and how vocal he was and how set in his ways he
Yeah.
was. If he says it's a new life, it feels like he's kind of matured in that aspect as well. So I do think that his offlane performance was solid. You could see the carry in him though with the items he went for. He's like, well, that centaur is so wealthy. He definitely took his
He was
gold.
probably telling RTZ, he was like, no, don't come out yet.
Yeah.
You need to stay inside.
Yeah.
Watch
They
me find
might
these
come and
creeps. Yeah,
gank
there was like a 30-second
Mightish,
fight.
mightish.
Yeah, he was just like, no, you stay inside. Don't worry, I'm gonna tank all the damage, maybe take a few creeps,
Yeah.
making
Big
sure that the
Daddy
radiance.
Ramsey's got this.
Yeah.
Turn off your radiance. Don't worry about it. No one needs to know.
Oh, it worked out. I was very impressed with EG this series. I was expecting them after the group stages. I was expecting them to be a little bit more
Yeah.
less polished,
Mhm.
a little
They
bit more
have to
goofy.
they have to play Vici Gaming next.
They
right?
do.
Like,
Yeah.
I think on paper that looked like it would be the winner finals for this tournament potentially. TNC, the other big name that
Right.
those would probably be the top 3 on paper. So they've got a tough road to get there.
Mhm.
Vici was like a machine, and I don't think you're going to see that kind of sloppy stuff out of them. Not to say EG can't beat them, but they're not going to win that way.
Yeah, because both games, IG wasn't looking completely bad, right? They had definitely moments where it's like, oh, IG either got this or making a comeback. So if EG can at least have a little bit more dominance in the laning stage, a little bit more dominance early on, because we know they got the late game down.
And Vici is all about those lanes.
Yes.
Like they were running the Night Stalker Lina dual lane, picking like the Pugna mid just to trash a TA.
Yeah.
Also fit their draft really well. So
Yes.
I think EG will definitely have their work cut out for them. That should be like an amazing match to watch in the
Yeah,
next round.
we can look at the brackets because both Vici and EG today have already secured top 6 here at the MDL Major, first major of season 3 for DPC.
So
Looking exciting.
only one North American team has dropped so far.
Yeah, they're
We're
still
looking strong.
they're still looking very strong. And today,
J-Storm definitely going to be the huge underdog in these
Yes.
winter bracket
Yes.
finals, semifinals. I don't think anyone's really giving them a chance against
They're-
TNC.
they have
I'm not
secured
saying
top
they can't
6.
Win, but
Your
you
top
know?
6.
they're good.
that's
They-
not the attitude you want to have though as a player. It's not like,
It's true.
all right, we secured top 6,
We
guys.
got
Let's
you."
just
Plus,
chill.
Imagine how hype J-Storm versus EG would be if they both move on. That would be a fight for the ages.
USA.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Well, top 3 at a major is
Artur versus Dad.
Yeah.
2,100 points. That is if you get third, which you get if you win in the upper bracket. You get third regardless.
And you said last year the threshold
Last
for
year that was 1,140. So
That's
top
so
3
low.
at a
Gee.
major might. I mean, there's no guarantee, but if last year was anything to go by, gets your TI invite.
Well, but last year was very top heavy, right? Because
Yes.
Vici Gaming won 2, Secret won 2 of the majors.
yes.
And I
Yeah.
think a lot of the same teams ended up. So if it's spread more evenly, the threshold's probably going to be like significantly higher to
That's
get in.
true.
And since all those teams are taking this major off, that's probably more likely to be the case, I would think.
Yeah.
So I think you'll need more points. Assuming all those teams are equally good this season,
Yes.
I think you'll need more points to qualify.
Most likely. But
Most
who
likely.
know-
But you
who
never know.
knows?
Anything can happen.
Upper bracket is all great. It's all good. We don't want upper bracket anymore, though.
I
You
want
know what I mean?
elimination.
Eliminations.
combat.
But this time, at least, it's not best of ones.
no.
It is best of 3s.
True.
We got another, there's 4 series today, and all of them have a Chinese team on one side. The same is here for the lower bracket. So we got both eHome and Aster, and they'll face the Europeans, respectively Liquid and Alliance. So let's see how that is gonna go. Europe or China?
So, sorry, it's Liquid and eHome. And
Liquid
what's the other one?
eHome, Alliance Aster.
Wasn't impressed by Aster.
Wasn't impressed by Liquid.
eHome, wasn't impressed by Liquid.
Out of those 4,
I
I,
was
think
not
Alliance looks
impressed
the
by-
best right now.
Yeah.
I think Alliance looks the best right now
Okay.
out of those 4. Yeah, I cast the Liquid series. So like they won game 1 very convincingly, and then games 2 and 3 were just like a train wreck. So
yeah.
I just that team seems very like where I'm saying like IG will just shake a game off. I feel like Liquid like seem to show some nerves. Like, obviously I'm not in the room with them, but like they don't bounce back from losses very
No,
well.
doesn't
It's
seem
from
that
what
way.
I've seen.
Well, while we wait for the next series to begin, let's learn a little bit more about Liquid.
I think like being able to fulfill their shoes is something that I don't think anyone is going to be able to do. So obviously there are high expectations, but I think the fans see us for ourselves and they kind of differentiate. They understand that we're not the same team they were, but hopefully they can appreciate us for what we are too.
But that can be a motivation
No, but I think it's a motivation too, for sure. Like, because, you know, they were so good, you want to be able to be at least like 80% of what they were, or like you set your goals higher because they existed before you. So no, for sure it's a motivation.
How much percent do you think you've made like so far?
Minus 50%, the wrong direction. Yeah, no, so far it's not been great, but hopefully we can change that here in Chengdu.
So we can't avoid talking about old Liquid, old Alliance, new Liquid. You're the second slot in Europe region, and new Alliance, they're the first slot. What do you think about that when you got qualifier?
You want to answer it?
No, you go.
Okay, I mean, we very much so wanted to win against Alliance. It was one of those games where I think we were pretty confident that we would qualify either way, but you wanted to be, you know, you wanted to show them, you know, we're the better team. Like, we're still the big boys here, but, you know, unfortunately, I think while we took a break after TI, they were very motivated and they practiced very hard, and right now they're getting the results of that. So they're definitely, like, right now they're the top dog in EU, at least until the other teams come back. I think they for sure earned that title, and we'll have to get them back here at the major.
Yeah, I mean, this is major. You can get practice more and more improvement. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.